apparently like Kimmy, Fed was in Kimmy's room, like in the back house area, and like you could see me apparently. So apparently Fed saw me changing and stuff, and instead of like just looking away, he like notifies Kimmy that I'm changing, and then is like, she's changing, like what? Anyway, so, and then makes the point to like come over back to our place, my room, and like tell me that he saw me changing and stuff. And I don't know, maybe I've talked about this on stream, and like think about the way I shared it. I was like, ha, like Fed saw me changing, lol. Oh my god, just that's so funny, Fed, like, you know what I mean? The way we like, if you go back on so many of these like clips and stuff, the way we like, we make excuses for it all and rephrase things. I have talked about this, right? Because I think I was just like, oh my god, Fed saw me changing, lol, Fed, you know, but it was weird. That's a weird thing. And the last day, it's morning and everyone's checking out. Me and Edison are running around picking up things that we like left, or just making sure everything was good before checkout. And we go downstairs, and so we said bye, a lot of people said bye. We go downstairs and like everyone is gone, including Fed, and like his guest is there, and she's like, can I get a ride? And I'm like, yeah, of course you can get a ride. And I'm like, why would you leave her here? Why? That time on the Offline TV podcast when they said something to Fed and he got triggered, like, and he called me on stream crying, and he put me in a really hard situation because like, he's like crying to me, and I'm like, hey Fed, I'm streaming. He goes, I know, keep streaming. And I'm like, what? And he's like, they make me feel like shit, yada, 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 right? And so I'm in this really awkward situation of having to comfort him, but also on the other side, OTV's like, please end the stream, please stop talking, please, like, and I'm just like, I felt so upset. So I just said, hey, please, can you, like, I have to go. You know, I forgot how I ended that, but I was in such an awkward situation in that point, and I was really mad at him for putting me in that situation, for seeing that I was on stream, calling me, putting me in that situation. And stuff like that, right? And he has a thing for going to run. Like at the Just Friends house, like we knew he would come to our house all the time, always in a bad mood, and it was always because it was like, oh, Fed's over.
My wife found out about all the shit that's happening on Twitch, and she's like, she looked over at me and she put her phone down and she goes, babe, and I go, yeah. She goes, do we have anything to worry about? What do you mean, do we have anything to worry about? And she's like, I was like, I've never been to TwitchCon. I've never been to a conference. I'm never alone with women. And she's like, what about in Discord? I'm like, what about in Discord? I said, have you seen the women in our Discord?
Especially Yvonnie, Lily, and Pokey, and it's been, oh, and seeing like how amazing like everyone else at OTV has been, like, as a support system for them too, has been really wonderful.
Huge shout out to the guys at OTV too, like Fed, oh sorry, oh my.
Sean would never, like, if he was really upset or like livid about it and didn't give Fed the benefit of the doubt, he would just quit. And he would just never, like, he wouldn't care about that. But Fed said that it would be in his best interest to not be upset at him. And I was super upset hearing that, because Sean is so nice. Like, you did this to his girlfriend at the time, and like, you're the one who should be asking for forgiveness. How could you say that? Sean is so fucking nice. And I'm trying to comfort him with, and he said, I was very upset. I remember when I was telling Toast, that was one of the things that I told him that upset me a lot. And he found out. And yeah, he didn't apologize to me at that time.
Whole wheat chat, it's time for the whole wheat world.
You guys know that most charities we're part of, they pay these streamers to do it, right? You guys can't be that fucking stupid. Don't take the money. I mean, you wouldn't know. The streamers that you watch that they do fucking charity days, they're pretty much all paid for it.
I hate donating to say stuff, but since I care about you both, I really hope you guys are taking the correct steps to fix things privately. It wouldn't be a bad idea to take a break from streaming.
Like,
and
I'm sorry, but I don't care about your advice.
Watching you guys together.
I don't care about your advice. I just don't. Whatever you say, I don't care. Stop trying to give us advice in how to, like, live our lives and deal with our everyday.
Okay, you can just leave. Like, that person's being nice. There's no need to be rude.
I don't need advice.
Well, clearly you need something, so just go ahead.
Yeah, I need to not be here.
Jesus Christ.
Come to our house all the time, always in a bad mood, and it was always because it was like, oh, Fed's over. Stuff with Pokey or OTV's like not good right now. Like, that was it. He would run away. He would run away constantly, and then while he's there, he's like just spreading bad vibes about OTV, which would slowly start to push us away from them. I'd start to have these really negative thoughts about Pokey. Like, I really thought, like, wow, like, she's driving him crazy, poor guy. Like, man, like, you know, I had all these negative thoughts about her, and I apologized to her directly about, like, not talking to her in the moment, instead just believing everything Fed was saying, because at the moment Fed is my close friend, you know? And so he, like, yeah, and so if you're wondering why a lot of this stuff had to be aired publicly, and it's because that was the only way we'd see Fed change, because we had tried to address things publicly. And instantly with the intervention, he went running to all the people who weren't at the intervention, victimizing himself.
But Toast was just like, what's wrong? And kind of, he guessed if it was Fed. And then he guessed, like, and I even wasn't even gonna say it then. And I don't know if I would have ever said anything. But he asked if, like, Fed did anything to me. And I cracked, and I told him, and it was like a weight off of my shoulders, because I haven't told anyone in offline TV. This was like months later too, like months and months after it happened, because I was very scared that it would get out and that offline TV would just die. And I didn't want that. I didn't want something that involved me to be like the cause of that.
It makes me feel so high and so low at the same time. It's crazy. It's like this, like my feelings with him. I'd feel so incredibly, like, cared for by him, and he would pay so much attention, and then the next month you're nobody to him. Ignored, not one message from him. You'd send him a message, nothing back. You know? And I'm like, wow, I felt like weirdly, like, dependent on his attention at some points. And when I talk to the other girls, it's very similar, like, emotions, and it's so weird. I can't describe it. So that was something that I felt like if he didn't, because he literally would make a habit of just coming over to this house or wherever I or other girls were living, just walk in, and he'd do that maybe every day for like, or every other day for like weeks, and then he'd just stop, and you couldn't help thinking, is there something wrong with me? Did I bore him? Did I, like, am I, like, just, you know, did I get just thrown out? Like, you know, he moved, and then you find out he just went to another girl's house all the time. And
but again, I've never been in a situation where my friend did something like this, and it's incredibly hard, because I feel like when I support him, I'm against Yvonnie and Lily and Pokey's pain, which is absolutely not the case at all. But it's really, I don't know. And I'm sorry for those who are probably disappointed in me by not dropping him as a friend. It's just in my heart, I can't do it. Because I care for him, and it sucks that he did all those things. It really sucks. And
Hey Forsen, I haven't watched your stream that much in the last 2-3 years, but these Minecraft streams have been some of the funniest shit I've seen in a while. Keep it up, said, for the Snooze Brotherhood.